All right, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. How are we doing today? Are we doing all right? All right, if you're joining on Facebook, thank you. Joining on YouTube, thank you. On Instagram, thank you also for joining. I believe the audio is good. Can I get a feedback from somebody out there that the audio is not bad? Can somebody make me to know that the audio is okay? If the audio is good on your side, please let me know. A-E-I-O-U. Can't pronounce your name. But how are you? The audio is good. Thank you very much. Somebody said no audio. Thank you. Audio is good, Dr. Ife. God bless you. All right. The first good news that I want to give to you. Somebody said no audio. If there is no audio, how will you know that I'm asking about audio? Thank you very much, Unlock Mind. God bless you. All right. The audio is good. Ebola, audio is good. Thank you. All right. And thank you very much for coming. I went to my doctor yesterday. And I noticed that when I jumped on the scale, actually I weigh 209. 209. Wow. I've done it before, but I'm doing it again. I went from 245 pounds, down to 209. That's a big time good news right there, which is good. All right, I'm going to keep up. I'm going to keep this stuff going. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. All right, I'm working on it. The belly is going down pretty good. Energy is coming back pretty good, which is good. All right, thank you very much for that. Number two, before I go into the program for today, as people are joining, I started the account payable class that I call the AP class. And I've taken so many students, and they're getting jobs. So if you are out there, you would like to join my new class, you can as well reach out to me. Let's take the class together and see how it goes. Bimpe, how are you? Bimpe, you lost weight. Yeah, that's wonderful, sir. 25 pounds more to go. Good health is priceless. My dad is 80. He takes zero medication. That's good. That's wonderful. I'm not 80 yet. Don't make me start thinking of 80. I'm not 80 yet. So guys, do me a favor on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, share this broadcast. If you love me that much, you will go ahead and share this broadcast so that some of your friends will join to listen to what I have to say today, what I got to say today. And that's the help I'm asking from you guys. Please go ahead and just go ahead and share the broadcast on your page for more people to connect. Okay, we started about a month ago, and we are dealing with companionship kind of relationship. We named it companionship, not because it's not a form of relationship, but we named it companionship because that's what marriage is all about. Thank you, Adebayo. That's what marriage is all about. Some people are confused and they're thinking, so what's the difference? Now you come into marriage not because you want to be having sex. That's not the reason. That's not the reason why you jump into marriage. You didn't get married to your wife or your husband because of sex. Sex is everywhere. You can get sex anywhere. You can get it anywhere. You can be walking down the street and get it. You can go to a party and get it. You can go to school and get it. You can go to work and get it. Okay, so marriage is not because you want to have sex. Number two, marriage is not because you want to eat. You can eat anywhere you go. You can decide to go to a buka and eat. You can decide to cook the food for yourself. Marriage is not because you want to do your laundry. You don't have to be married to do laundry. Marriage is not because you want to be wealthy. You can become rich and wealthy without getting married. All right? You don't need all that. That's not the reason for marriage. It's not. So marriage itself is for sharing love. Uluwarem lekun, how are you? How are you doing, madam? Marriage is for sharing. I have some love within me that I need to share with somebody. Marriage is for companionship. It's for communicating, sharing, being there, emotional support, and all of that. That's what marriage is all about. And you know it. If we want to be truthful, Nkechi, how are you? If we want to be truthful here, if really you want to be truthful, you guys will tell me that you are not married. You are not married, but you're still having sex. And you're getting it like constantly. Am I lying? If I'm lying, please tell me I'm lying. But if I'm not lying, just say I'm not. If you want to hold your peace, that's fine. You don't want to say anything about it, that's okay. I know some of you guys will want to hide. Like, oh, we are not getting it. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. Nah. If we want to be truthful, we'll say that. So it's not sex that is bringing you into marriage. Me, I'm not. Thank you, Jare. He came, Ozo. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth here. Anybody that is not getting this because you don't want to get it. It's everywhere. It's cheap. You don't even have to pay for it. There is somebody that is willing to give it out for free. You give it out for free. Okay? You don't have to be married to have children. Am I lying? Is it true or is it not? You don't. You don't have to. You don't have to be married to have children. We have a lot of single mothers never been married. We have a lot of single fathers never been married. They have kids and they are not married. And those kids are not from the devil. Those kids are not from the devil. No, they're not from the devil. Okay? And I true talk, Adidayo. They're not from the devil, they're from God. All good gifts come from God. Fantastic gifts come from the Lord. Okay? Let me say this quickly before I go straight into the point. Because I want to take you guys through a journey today, if you have the time for me. I'll take you guys through a journey if you have that time. Because I do have the time. And I want to help you guys a little bit. Now, many of you guys always depend on let us pray, let us pray. It's good to pray. Fantastic. We pray, we communicate with God. We worship God. We sing unto Him. We woke up this morning, we were on the prayer line from 6 o'clock to 6:30, praying to our Father, talking to God. And it's actually the right thing to do for a Christian to talk to God. It's good for a Muslim to talk to God. Okay? The people in traditional religion too, they do the same thing, they talk to their God. So, but when you pray, always remember that you're not supposed to wait. You pray and act. You pray and act. Some of you guys right now, you're working for a company or you're happy. Please don't be happy working for a company. Don't be happy working for a company. If you should work and you die, they're going to replace you like the second minute. Second minute, somebody's going to move into your office. Okay? So you don't want to work and die. Once you are working for yourself, you know how to take time to rest, time to rejuvenate. You're going to have time to be able to do family time, have fun, and do things that will make your life better. And then you'll make money that will make your life better too. You can be working for someone right now, but don't live the rest of your life working for someone. Have it at the back of your mind that one day I am going to do mine. I'll do mine. It will help you a lot. And then you will be able to live the kind of life you want to live at that point in time. It's very important. So, like I said yesterday, marriage is beautiful, marriage is sweet. Based on what we were taught, at the time that we were very young, that is the will of God, is the mind of God. It will gladden the heart of God if you find your own wife and find your own husband and be married. We listened to them. And then we grew to a certain age in our lives and we believe it's time right now to do it. Okay? And weddings are very, very beautiful. We will dance, we'll eat jollof rice, the DJ will play, the live band will play, there will be Ashwebi, pictures are being taken, and all that and all that. And then we go home to face the reality. Now there's no more wedding. Now it's marriage itself. So how do we go through this? And most of the time we were not prepared for it. Our parents, some of them, they did a very terrible job. Very terrible job. They didn't teach us what to expect. They didn't tell us what to expect. They pushed us right into the river. And now we are finding it hard to swim. But why didn't you guys share this with us, that marriage is challenging and this is what we need to know before we jump into it? They didn't. And every one of them believed that everybody must be married. I don't know where they got that from. Every parent believed their children must to get married. Every parent. That's their prayer. That's what they pray for. Oh, Father, my son must be married. My daughter must be married. They crave for that. They say, I won't be one and you will not be young. Okay? So, but they didn't teach us that stuff. That was a bad job. That was a bad parenting. Unlike now that we are teaching our own children what to expect. And I'm so happy on my page, on Facebook, on my page on Instagram, I have more men than women. And I'm happy about that. And I have men between 22 and 40. They are the most, which is good. They're coming to learn. They're watching videos. They're calling me behind. They're asking questions and things are getting better. Okay? They're getting better. They're getting better. Now, I've been talking to women all this time, and most of the time, when we go into marriage, women always expect their husband to be a saint. Oh, yeah, he must be a good guy. He must be godly. Yeah, he must be. Of course, everybody wants their husband or their partners to be faithful, to be nice, to be obedient, to be soft, to be lively, to be, godly bad boy and all that. Yes, we all do. But sometimes we overlook some certain things. Number one that we overlook is the mental health of the woman or the man. The mental health, the state of mind of that person is mental health. We overlook it. Some people are not okay. I've been saying this and I'll repeat it again today. Some people are not okay. You don't just marry people because they are well dressed. You don't just marry people because they speak good English. You don't marry people because they have good jobs. You need to do your investigation very well to know, is this person a stable person mentally? Is this person a stable person emotionally? Is this person a stable person spiritually? You have to have that understanding. The answers must be given to you before you proceed into taking the ring or giving a ring. A lot of men today, they are actually in bondage. They believe they're in bondage because to a man, sometimes we believe marriage is more like a burden and it's like a prison yard. A marriage will take your freedom away from you. You can't be free. Marriage is collecting my freedom. Marriage is taking my freedom away. That's not what I want. Why is she always asking where you coming from? Why is she always asking, are you coming home? Why is she asking all these questions? Why does she want to check my phone? Why is she all just sneaking around the place trying to look for evidence of things not missing? Why is she always like that? But why is he like that? Why is he behaving this way? Why is he stalking me? Why will you put a kind of a tracker in your wife's car? Why are you driving all around trying to sneak around to know what she's doing, where she is, and all that? You see, once marriage is getting towards that point that you must to sneak around to check his phone, you must to sneak around to check his wallet, you must to sneak around to know what he's doing, then the trust is broken. The trust is broken. And once trust is broken, then there is no marriage. Marriage is based on trust. Trust is about trusting the person you're with. Do you trust this person to commit your life into the hands of this person? Yes or no? You say no, then forget about it. Once you get to the place where you're putting cameras in the house, there is no marriage. Once you get to that point when you put recorders everywhere, there is no marriage. I really don't think you should bother yourself or should give yourself any headache. The best thing for you to do is just to walk away and leave it alone. So you'll be able to have peace and you won't go cuckoo in your head. And then you can be able to manage your own self and do what pleases you. And then if you trust yourself so much, then you can remain at peace. Once someone is actually taking you on a roller coaster, you don't want that kind of relationship. Then when marriage start getting towards emotional abuse, physical abuse, and all of this stuff, then I don't see marriage here. Every one of us here, majority of us here, we are still holding on to one relationship, one marriage. We are still holding on to it. And there is emotional abuse, there is sex abuse, there is physical abuse inside of it, but you're still holding on to that stuff because of that stupid wedding ring that you have in your hand. I said it before. I know what I'm saying. I see women. They cherish that wedding ring like as if to say it's actually a ticket to heaven. Some of them will make it big. The big, they will put two. One that is putting diamond on top and the other small one. And they'll be going. And the thing will look like it's about to fall down. Their hand is so thin. Because the man is abusive, the man has been slapping them, they've been crying. So the wedding ring doesn't fit anymore. It looks like the wedding ring is about to fall down. You guys must have seen one or the other. Don't lie to me. You've seen it. You know? You see what I'm saying? You've seen it. And who is dying? The husband that is cheating or the woman that is not? Who is dying? You see, that's the point that you guys don't understand. You know, checking your husband's phone to know maybe he's cheating, what good is he going to bring to you emotionally? What good? What good will he bring to you? All right, he's cheating. Oh, so what's the next thing? Yes, he's cheating. Oh, you caught him. These are the evidences here. All right, what's the next thing? Oh, kill him. Is he killing him? Is he going to kill him? No, answer the question here. Like as if to say, okay, if I catch you cheating, there is a kind of a punishment that I'll give to you that will never make you to think about cheating again. What is the punishment? Tell me the punishment. Who's going to be dying? Is it those women that you see their wedding ring that is about to fall off? They are the ones dying. Those women are the ones dying. So I don't understand you guys. Check his phone. Check his phone. He is cheating. Check his phone. Yes, if you check his phone and you find out he's cheating, who is going to die? Who's going to be No, the guy is going to do what he's still doing. You want to divorce him? That's fine. Actually, a lot of men are expecting divorce right now. A lot of men right now, they are even expecting that divorce to come. File for the divorce. I'll sign it. File for the divorce, I'll sign it. So once you know that the trust is broken, I don't trust this guy anymore. I don't. Either you check the phone, you don't check his phone, there is no marriage. Once there is no trust, then there is no marriage. And we always overlook some certain things, and then we don't ask the question very well or don't answer them very well. As in like, why do men cheat? Why do women cheat? Are we not supposed to ask the questions? Just ask it. And then let's answer the questions. Why do women cheat? Why do men cheat? I think, my speaker is somewhere. I don't know where my speaker is. My speaker is somewhere. I want to put my telephone on the screen for you guys. For you guys to call me. Maybe I have to go and bring my speaker from somewhere. I know the speaker is somewhere over there. You know, we're supposed to answer the question why. What are the reasons that's making them to cheat? You know, talk about them. Let's put it on the table and talk about it. And I want women to answer the question. Why do you think your husband is cheating? Why? Women should answer that question right now. Why do you think they are cheating? Why? Let me put my telephone number on this side also. 14055505135. All right, that's the telephone number right there. If you want to call, if I start getting calls, I'll go and bring my speaker. If I start getting calls, I'll go and bring my speaker. When you look at the screen, you will see the telephone number of the studio there. You can make a call and just let's talk about it. And then you'll be killing yourselves. You are actually killing yourself. When you see women that their husbands cheating and they are drying up and they've been crying and all kinds of stuff. Crying is not a friend of the body. It's not. When you cry, you are not helping yourself. I'm sorry, you're not helping yourself. Crying is never going to bring nothing. Crying is never going to change nothing. Crying will never solve anything. I tell people that you're only damaging yourself. You're damaging yourself when you cry when something happens. And then you wake up in the middle of the night and then you think, then cry, and you think it's going to change something. It's not going to change anything. It's normal to cry, but always remind yourself, I'm damaging myself. Always remember you're damaging yourself. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Somebody say, oh, they don't love the woman. Brenda, they don't love the woman. Why did they marry you? You remember when you guys started and you're going all around, licking ice cream all around? Remember when he was taking you to all of these shawarma stores, suya store everywhere, and you guys are doing all kinds of stuff? If he's not in love with you, do you think he will marry you? Of course, you can call with WhatsApp. You think he's going to marry you? Oh, he doesn't love the woman. I don't know. Somebody's calling me. I don't know. Maybe this person is. Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I've been following your program.
Okay.
You said, why do men cheat?
Why?
Most men cheat because they lack contentment.
Contentment. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one very good answer there. That's a good answer there.
Yeah.
But what do you think could actually give them that contentment? What could foster that?
It's you know, many of them, no matter how whatever satisfaction they get from their wife, they are not.
Oh, that line is gone. Hey, somebody said self-discipline. Okay. Self-discipline. Okay. Somebody said self-discipline. All right. I think we're going to be getting calls. Maybe I should go and bring my speaker so that you guys will be able to hear properly when they call. All right. So I'm actually not supposed. I really don't want to go to the cheating part right now. But this is actually on the foundation. I mean, the foundation laying for what I'm about to discuss today. And see, guys, people will cheat. I'm not talking about just men or men alone or women, whatever. People will cheat. They will cheat. And that's what I'm saying. Most of you guys don't understand that sometimes once the mental health of somebody is compromised, you cannot fix it. You cannot fix it. You can't fix it. It's just like a rock. If you throw a grenade into a rock and then after the explosion, the rock will get break into pieces. And then you now take super glue and put that rock back and decorate it and paint it. When you go when you go far away from the rock, you'll be seeing a rock. But with a little pressure on that rock, the rock will still break. A little pressure on that rock, it will still break. And that is what we're seeing. And that's what we're seeing. Okay? So many people that you see in the society are broken people. Broken people. Especially women. Especially women. They've seen a lot. And if we should go into it and start breaking it down one by one, we're going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for a long time. If you want to break it down into pieces, what could happen when someone is broken? Especially women. Now, it's possible for your upbringing to break you. Upbringing. All right? You know, your father, your mother, relationship, how they trained you and all kinds of stuff. It's possible for you to get broken based on that. Based on that. I have a case in my hand right now. The man is actually doing well. Everything is going fine. he's very respectful, he's everything, da 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 da. This guy will touch his wife. The wife won't give him sex. He's been trying. It's once in a year. Once in a year, okay. And even that once in a year is more of just do whatever you want to do within 2 seconds and get out. But we don't expect that man to cheat. No, we don't. We don't. Then the next question we're going to ask is that you didn't date her before. You didn't know when you were dating her. That would be the question we're going to ask. Okay? That would be the question we're going to ask him. Didn't you guys date before you married her? You see what I'm saying? All right? So we say all that. But we have forgotten that once someone is broken, you cannot fix that person. You can only glue the person together. Every little pressure that you put like this, the person will break. He will still break. And that's why we see people on the street and then we ask them, you didn't take your medication today because you're acting crazy. But yesterday you saw him, he was acting normal. And he was acting normal. But today you're looking at him right now acting in a way and then you ask him, you forgotten to take your medication today? People, once they're broken, it's difficult to fix them. Difficult to fix them. Some women were raped, molested when they were young, and they still carry the same bitterness. The pain is still there in their heart. And it's affecting the relationship, affecting the marriage. Some women, they grew up because their mother was actually the boss in the home. They want to do the same thing to their husbands. And the man is not having peace. And you're telling me the man is not going to think of cheating. Let's forget about somebody without self-control. Let's forget about someone without self-control. Okay? Let's forget about someone without self-control. Let's talk about people that are being pushed outside of their relationships. Let's talk about people that are being pushed out of relationships. Forget about men who are born to cheat. Forget about men who doesn't have self-control. Let's think about those ones who already activated self-control and doing well and they're paying bills and they're helping in the house, but at the end of the day, they're not getting what they should get. Think about those ones. It's on this show that I've seen it where women will say sex is not food. Now, is it food? Is it food? And when we talk about cheating or itself, some men are not even going outside because of cheating. They're going outside for companionship. It's not about sex that they're going out to cheat for. Some of them are not going outside to cheat for sex. Even though sex would then be involved, but they go outside for companionship. What do I mean? Once you are married to a woman who is not ready to be a companion with you, she's always busy going to market, buying stuff all around the place. She's always busy going to party, not just staying home. She's always busy going to church. She doesn't even sit in the house to actually have a conversation with the husband. And the man is drying up. That man is created for companionship. He's going to go outside to find it. The only thing that we always want to talk about is, he got caught cheating. Yeah, he cheated. But somebody pushed her out. Pushed him out to do it. And likewise, women too. They crave for companionship. And if they're not getting it, so many of the women that are cheating, they're not even cheating because of sex. Some of them cheat for sex. Some of them cheat for money. But majority of them are not cheating for sex. They're cheating because they want companionship. That's what they want. They want companionship. They want someone to talk to them. Someone to chat with them in the morning. Someone to chat with them in late at night. Someone to chat with them whenever they go to, wherever they are, they want you to talk to them. And the guy outside is actually taking it as a job and doing it early in the morning. There will be a text message that will come in. In the afternoon, he's checking. In the evening, he's checking. Late at night, he's checking. And at the end of the day, the heart of the woman will start going towards that direction. And then they start cheating based on that. Not even about the sex. The husband is good when it comes to sex. And then they walk away. think they're gone. But you're always in a hurry to look at the people that, they don't have self-control. How about what is lacking inside of the marriage? How about what she's not getting? How about what he is not getting? How about what could you do to actually keep your home together? All right? So many women in this our day and generation, they are just so funny. So funny. That once they start going into church like this, the church will take over the entire thing, their entire brain, that they don't see anything whatsoever. I'm not sure I know this number, Joe. All right. It takes over their entire life. That's when they start quoting scripture. Is it good to talk dirty when you're having sex with your husband? See, that part of it will make a man to go outside. Is it good to talk dirty? Is it good to talk dirty? Yes, it is good. It is very, very good. Once you now allow the mambo jumbo they're teaching you in church to now come to the marriage and mess your marriage up, it's you. It's you. It is you. I understand, Chidima. Some women are very difficult to talk to. How do you change the mind of a woman that is already glued to church? And now you're talking dirty to her on the bed. And it's looking as if to say you are Mr. Devil, that with 2 horns on your head, and then pushing you off, and she's no longer participating because, you are sinning against God. You're sinning against God. And all of this stuff, and you don't know it's affecting the guy. You don't know it's affecting your husband. You don't know. Nikki, how are you? You don't know. All of these 70 days fasting, 40 days fasting that you guys always do. And nothing is changing in your life. And nothing is changing. Hello?
Hello, Pastor Shala.
Hello, ma. Sir. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead. I'm going to go and bring my speaker after you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. It's like what you said. I like what you said. You said that let's forget about the people that normally they don't have self-control and all that. Let's forget about that.
Yeah.
Which is true, because whenever they talk about cheating, some people will think about they don't have self-control. They're a cheater. A cheater will always be a cheater. This and that.
Yeah.
As in, I don't even want to talk about that, because some people need companionship. Marriage is not about sex. Yeah, sex is good, but some people need companionship. Because some people will meet you like this, they say, I'm married, but I just need companion, somebody I can talk to, somebody I can do this thing. You will be surprised. You say somebody you can talk to, you don't have a wife, why would you just, I cannot be friends with married man, please. They will tell you, I just want to talk, I just need to talk, gist with you, this and that. You see, they are lacking that from the wife. So sometimes we will ask them, what happened? How about your wife? This and they say, always going to church, VG, this and that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There is that. You need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to, express him or herself.
Yeah.
This is what is happening to me. This is what, because we all need someone to talk to. That's the truth.
Yeah, we do. We do.
We all need someone to talk to.
And if nobody is talking to you in your house, you're going to talk to somebody outside.
You have to talk to somebody else outside.
Yeah. You get it.
And from talking from somebody else outside, you become so glued to that person.
And then sex is then going to happen. Then it's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Do you understand? And some people will say, this you know before you get married to the person that is a church goer or is a do this, he doesn't do this. Some people hide this thing while you are dating them. Yeah. They will hide it for 2 years, 3 years. They will hide it. Do you understand? It's when you get married to them, everything will unfold. You start saying, but I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, that's true.
So when people say, the man was always, the woman was already a cheater, this and that, this, no. And sometimes there's something they call communication. I listen to your show very well, as in I even forward your show to many people. There's something they call communication. When you don't even see somebody to talk to, how would the communication come, Seth?
You're very right.
Some people would like to talk, from talking and say, I see this kind of girl, or if you see the nyash, this and that, you say, why will you be talking that a child of God should also talking? That's what she needs. That's what he needs. You hear a woman will be a man will be telling you, I cannot talk my wife because how will I use that word? The mouth I'm using to praise God to stop my as in how does he even think? I didn't even know what to do.
Yeah.
You will tell a man, let's go and see a therapist. This and that. Why would I go and talk to another man? Why would I go and talk to another man?
Yeah.
But sometimes that's what we need.
That's what it is. It's very important.
That's very, very important
for
everybody.
Yeah. Very important.
Sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's mentally because of the way you grow up, because of your relationship, you want to project that in your marriage. It's not working.
Oh yeah.
And some people are married and they are lonely.
Of course.
That's the truth.
Do you know how many people are married living single?
They are married, they are lonely.
Yeah. It's a lot of people. A lot of people. And
the other day you talked about when your marital this thing, you have to change your ways, do some things, to pop up your marriage, to make your marriage do this thing. You have to do something. You don't always have to just be there. This one is working, this one is working, this one.
All right, madam. Let's make this other call because of time. Thank you very much for contributing. Hello.
Hello, Pastor Shala.
Hello, ma. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I will 100% that woman, that caller.
Yeah.
What she was saying is absolutely right.
Yeah.
A lot of marriages, I'm telling you, are just like managing.
Managing.
Nothing is managing. Just like managing, we just say, I shall want better. A lot of people are lacking a thing that you need to get from your partner.
Yeah.
I always tell people when people are doing my wife is cheating, my husband is ask what are you lacking? A lot of them are lacking things in their marriages. That's why you see them going out there looking for what is not.
Yeah.
The man left thousands of women out there to pick you.
To pick you.
The woman left thousands of men out there
to pick you. Yeah.
And he picks you and he's still looking outside, thinking about his ex-boyfriend. Are you for real? Then what is the end-frame? Of that person picking you when I'm inside a marriage and I'm still thinking about my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
What we had together.
Yeah.
That is a slap on any man's face.
Yes.
When you can't do your duty, you will be in America, you'll be claiming 50-50. 50-50, you must share it equally. But when it comes to do the right thing, which you are doing, you'll be saying, I'll be African man, I'll be African man. So you realize you'll be African man, but you are in America, you want to be doing 50-50. When in Nigeria, he's the man that pays for the house, that pays for school fees, that buys car for his wife, that do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
You cannot do that here. You are saying you're in America. But do the right thing as a man.
Yeah.
You will say you are an African man. I can't be doing you like this. So you are my wife. I need to. Have you forgotten that your wife is somebody else that's a side chick before? So you will go out there and be doing side chick anyhow. Then you can't do your wife the way your wife wants you to. How she wants to be satisfied?
Yeah, satisfied.
Yes, so. And they say, when you get there,
Cook
they
baby.
don't even know whether their wife come or not. They don't care. Their one is not to kill, not to burn, and stand up. It doesn't make sense. Look at the things that, and a lot of things that causes people going out there is that they can't communicate.
Yeah.
My husband, I didn't enjoy this thing.
Even when they communicate, people don't change. They don't want to change.
Even if you communicate with some people, they say,
yeah.
They will nail you.
Yeah.
So that's why some people just keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
And go and find where to enjoy themselves out there.
Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you very much for contributing, man. God bless you. Bye-bye. Yeah. So you see, if I allow people to keep talking, everybody will have something to say on both sides. All right. So I noticed this, and I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not lying. You know, the trend right now is that people are going into two things: open marriage, and people are going into companionship. I personally, I would not recommend open marriage. I won't recommend open marriage. Hello? Hello? I personally would not recommend open marriage. I won't. But I will recommend companionship. But why? Okay? Why? It's because even the people of today, even men and women, every one of them, they have something they're looking for. And I said it. You are not coming to marriage because of sex. Sex is not what is bringing you to marriage. Even though Paul said, if you can't hold yourself, marry your own wife. Okay? Now, it's not about sex. You know, you can have sex with anybody. Thousands of people don't have sex with. And it's not money that is bringing you, that should bring you to marriage. It also. It's not about money. You can make your own money without being married. It's not children that should bring you into marriage. You can have children all you like outside. You have single mothers, single fathers, all that kind of stuff. All right? And it's not, buying a car or buying a house that should bring you into marriage. No. You come into marriage for companionship. You come into marriage for companionship. That's why you are in the marriage. But the marriage itself is very challenging, and it will be challenging if you are with someone that is wrong, a broken person, someone who doesn't understand what marriage stands for, doesn't understand how marriage works, and someone with a very wrong expectation will mess your life up in that no matter what you do. You can jump up and jump down, that person will not understand you forever. Forever. So, if you decide to now embrace open relationship means that there is a opportunity for everybody to sleep with anybody you like, even though we are still married. Even though we are married, you can have your own sex partner somewhere. She can have her own sex partner somewhere. They are able to sleep with as many as possible people as they like. And that is dangerous. And that is dangerous. And that's not what you want to actually jump into. That is going to cripple you and mess you up. It's going to cripple you and mess you up. All right? Very, very dangerous. All right? So, but with the companionship thing, you are not taking one part or the major part of what marriage should give or should offer. That one part of it that marriage should offer is the companionship. That part of it. That's the part that we are taking. You take that part of it, companionship. All right? But now the issue is that the way we see or we see and we have been seeing marriage is more of let them be together. Let them live together under one roof. Now, I want to disagree. You can be married and not live together under one roof. And that doesn't mean that you guys are separated. Because you don't live together under one roof doesn't mean you are separated. All right? It doesn't mean that. All right? There is always pressure when you live together because the other person is kind of like, oh, I don't understand this. The other person is like, I'm living my life the way I want to live it. And this other person say, I'm not getting what I deserve. Oh, I want you to talk to me. Oh, I want you to do this. Oh, I want you to do this. I want you to rub my back. Oh, I want you to do this. And all of that kind of stuff is going to create pressure in the marriage. And then one of them will get to a point whereby he will say, oh, you know what? I can't do this again. I'm tired. I'm done. I can't continue like this. I can't do this again. I can't do it. I can't do it. You'll get to that point. I can't do it anymore. Marriage comes with endurance, a lot. And the marriage I'm talking about is the marriage of white wedding with certificate, legal marriage, having certificate of marriage and living under the same roof. It's a lot of problem. It's a lot of problem. These are two individual people. They are totally different from each other. Totally different. And now you want them to live together under one roof? Endurance is needed. A lot of endurance, a lot of sacrificing, a lot of bending here and bending there. And that's why men see it as actually a prison, that they want their freedom. Women always see it as a place of punishment. They want their peace. They want their peace. And they all be looking, what to do. Then I see a lot of divorced people, and they're scared of going into marriage again. Oh, Roshola, I've been divorced for 5 years, but I think I like my life like this. Roshola, I've been divorced for 10 years, but I think I like my life like this. Then the other part of the question is going to be, but how do I deal with my sexual needs? That will be the next question they're going to ask me. Then I'll tell them, I say, well, you can go and buy the toy, vibrators everywhere. You can get a vibrator and please yourself. And then they will say, no, but that's not going to, it's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. And you see, like I said the other day, and I will continue to say it until we get it. Marriage itself is not sealed in front of the altar. That's not where it's sealed. Marriage is sealed on the matrimonial bed or in the matrimonial bed. That's where marriage is sealed. That's where marriage is sealed. On the matrimonial bed. That's how it's sealed. So the moment you engage in a sexual relationship with somebody, that's what marriage is. That's marriage. That's marriage right there. That's marriage. So you see, in this companionship thing, you guys don't have to be married, as in like no traditional marriage, no white wedding, no court marriage, nothing. It's now based on agreement between the two of us. I like you too. I think I've fallen in love with you. No, me too. All right. But I think we should do companionship alone, not marriage. So what does that mean? It means you live in your house, I live in mine. And so what kind of benefit will that give to us? Number one, you can grow as much as you want. You as a woman can go and do PhD. Nobody's competing with you. You can decide to buy 10 houses. Nobody's stopping you. There is nobody that is looking for a way to press you down. No one is jealous of your success. No one is competing with your success. You are all by yourself and you're doing what you like and you're spending your money the way you want to spend it. And you're doing investment, you're not waiting for somebody. So you're growing. You're growing. You're growing. And it's still a part of my responsibility is to still push you. Part of my responsibility is to still encourage you to do more, to do more. Once there is freedom, once you can make decisions by yourself and without you getting to the house to ask somebody, should I do it, should I not? You're actually in a place that you're talking business and stuff and you're able to make up your mind by yourself. Then you keep moving. And likewise, the man also will be able to build his own life. Because the two of you will understand that I don't have anybody to help. I don't have anybody to help. Nobody's paying my bill. Nobody's helping me to pay the bills. I need to do whatever it is that I need to do to be able to get to that point. Independence. Will make you grow very fast. Do you know the reason why a lot of our gospel musicians are divorcing their wives and some of them are not married? Because they don't want to come home to take permission to do anything. They can go from Onitsha to Abakaliki without thinking of it. They can decide to go to Abuja and spend 3 weeks there and be singing, making their money, without thinking of going home to take permission from anybody. The moment you have to take permission and go home and convince somebody, I think I'm going to be going for 2 weeks. I think this job is actually taking a lot of my time. I don't know what to do. What do you think? Should I go? Should I not go? And then the wife is saying, oh, we cannot go. It's our wedding anniversary. Oh, it's clinical anniversary. Oh. At the end of the whole stuff, your life is going to be miserable. And then you get so tied down that you cannot run after what you should be running after. Unless you are actually someone with a big heart, mature enough to understand how to take care of your marriage. That you understand it. And that means that you're communicating. Constant communication will make a woman to understand, will make a man to understand. But in the way you guys live together in the same house, it doesn't matter how you do it. The moment you as a woman, the moment you're actually developing yourself and growing, it's not just only your husband that will have problem with you. Your in-laws will have problems with you. Your sister-in-laws will have problems with you. Your brother-in-laws will have problems with you. Have problems with you. They will have problems with you. So these are going to be part of what is going to be disturbing your growth, because now you are fighting battles all around. And your husband is part of them also. Unless your husband is a mature man who knows the prosperity of this woman is mine also. So as a husband in the home, my responsibility is to protect her. My responsibility is to protect her and never allow any external force or forces to mess with my wife. But do you know there are a lot of men today, they can't do that. The moment you are making it, they throw you under the bus every time the opportunity is there. Sister-in-law will come and just say, you are potential for at the end of the day, your mother-in-law too will show up. And then the whole battle will come right to your door. That's if your husband is not mature enough. So marriage is not for the weak. Marriage is for actually adults. The ones that are strong in mind and the ones that are ready to pay the price. That's what marriage is for. For people who believe marriage is not for everybody. You're correct. You're right. Some people cannot cope with marriage, so they must to find another way to cope with their life without destroying the life of another person. Without destroying the life of another person. Without. Number 2, you see, companionship will give you so much of peace. No pressure at all. You're developing, you're getting the goals, there is no pressure whatsoever. You are not answering any call from in-laws. You are not answering any call from anybody. Nobody is calling you as a no. Nobody is coming and saying, what did you do to your wife? Nobody is saying, oh, you didn't do laundry. Oh, nobody say, oh, he came late. Oh, he came 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it is not your responsibility at all at this time. It's not your responsibility at all at this time. All right? Everyone will carry their own load. You carry yours, she'll carry her own. And you see what this is going to do to women? It's going to make women to wake up. It's going to make women to wake up. Women will wake up and start working very hard and start doing things that will make them to achieve. Some women, because they have a husband, they go and relax. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to take tests. They don't want to do nothing. No, they relax. But once the man is out of the house and you are living by yourself, the next thing that's going to happen is that you're going to wake up. And then you tell yourself, I must succeed. It's just only me right now. I must to succeed. I have to succeed. So you have to do that. That's going to be a plus for women to stand up. Stop being lazy. Stop saying, oh, the man is created to pay the bills. You see, this issue of the man is created to pay the bill is sending a lot of men out of marriage today. That particular statement, a man is created to pay the bill, is sending men out of the marriage. And they are taking off and running so fast. They are running so fast. So once the man is not in the house and you are living by yourself, you will be able to feed yourself. You are not going to go and buy a skyscraper when you cannot afford it. You will not be asking for a Range Rover when you cannot afford it. You will not be asking for a Mercedes when you cannot afford it. You will do what you could afford and live within your means and save money as you are actually building your companionship with the man over there. If this guy decides to come over and give you a helping hand, as in like financial support, that's actually on him. It's not his responsibility. He could do it because he cares. But that's not his responsibility. You can't put it on him to pay your bills. You can't put it on him to pay your car note. You can't put it on him to pay your phone bill. But he might decide to do it and stop. You can decide to buy him gifts on birthday. You can decide to cook for him and then take it to his house. You can decide to buy him shoes and clothes. That's on you. It's not your responsibility to do. But in marriage, we must do all that. We must do all that in marriage. In marriage, a man must buy gift for the wife. You must remember her birthday. It's compulsory for you to pay house rent and the bills and all kinds of stuff like that together. It's very compulsory that your wife is supposed to drive something good. You're supposed to drive something good. You deserve to live in a very good accommodation. The children deserve to be doing this. And then the bulk of the weight is actually falling on you guys if your wife is not the kind of person that is reasonable, that will now start demanding for everything because she just wants to compete with her friends. Now, let her compete with her friends by herself. When she's alone, let's see how many Ashwebi she will be able to buy. It's because you are giving that support that you're paying the mortgage. That's why she could buy Ashwebi of $200 every time, every week. Because she's making the money, she doesn't know where to put it. So she believes it's a plus. And then she believes that in your head, you are saving money for the family. You know about the family. Okay? So once it's reality, women will wake up. They understand that this is me right now. I got to pay the bills. I got to do what is right. And if the guy now offered to help, that's just the plus for him offering to help. And you see, by the time you start doing this by yourself, you will find out that you start building a solid relationship, and the solid relationship will now be very meaningful, and then will be productive, and then the two of you will have so much peace and stuff, and the man will not feel like he's in prison at all. And you know the next thing that will happen? There will be better communication. You know, talking will be easy. Right now, there's no strings. There's no pressure. I know I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. I'm only talking to you because we are companions. So I will have the right and the freedom to make it known to you. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I want to do. You give me advice. I can say, no, I'm not taking it. I'm not under that particular law anymore. You cannot dictate to me. You can't rule me. You can't command me. You can't boss me around. We are just companions. So if I run something by you, I'm saying it the way it is in my mind. You have no right to shut me down. We are companions. So in that level, there will be respect both ways. As in, like, I'll communicate well with you. You communicate well with me. Most of the time when people go into companionship like this, they communicate better. I hear the news. If you sit on this chair and you do what I do, you hear a lot of things that you don't know before. That you don't know before. You don't know. There is going to be less jealousy. Less jealousy. Nobody's going to be jealous of anybody, whatever. How much is in your account I don't care how much is in your account. I don't care how much you're making. There is nothing like my wife is making more money than me. Then I'm sad. There is nothing like my husband is making more money than me, but he's not paying rent or not paying mortgage, and I'm sad. No, there's not going to be that. There's going to be less jealousy. Less jealousy. You will be able to build trust. Solid trust. You will be able to build. Now, don't forget that The person you're going into companionship with, you guys must have discussed it, because it's going to be a faithful process. Companionship is a system, but it must be a faithful system, that I'm going to be faithful to you and you got to be faithful to me. We are not in open relationship. Can I say that one more time? We are not in an open relationship. This companionship thing is not giving you the freedom to sleep around. Even though I'm letting you go, even though I'm releasing you, even though you can live your life alone without my supervision, even though you live in your house and I live in my house, there will be that promise that I'm going to be faithful to you. All right? The only thing that we are trying to avoid is the pressure that marriage will bring, but the faithfulness still remain sure. Now, I'm not going to bother you anymore. I'm not going to be demanding from you anymore. The only thing that I want right now from you in this companionship is that faithfulness that we must to keep, because me going into sexual relationship with you is a covenant between myself and you and God. And in front of God, God sees it as marriage because we have done it. So I'm promising you that I will be faithful to you. Then the person will be like, yeah, I do too. I'm promising. I'm promising. And you know what that is going to do? That is going to improve your sex life. It's going to improve your sex life. How? Because, see, what will kill the manhood of a man is insult and disrespect. Will kill the manhood of a man. A man may not be able to perform as a man once his ego has been tampered with. But this time around, there is a kind of a gap. All right, the guy doesn't live with you. You guys don't quarrel, you don't bump head like you used to. All right, you're not shouting and yelling at each other like that. Your wife is not disrespectful, and she's not coming and say, oh, we're in here, oh, Lucinia, all those stuff will mess up a man's mind. So it's going to promote a very solid sex life, because when you are coming into it, it's more like a fresh guy coming into bed. Your mind is straight. You're already missing her. She's already missing you. So you guys go into it, you do it the right way, you will enjoy it far better than when you used to live together, or far better than when you used to be married. Now it's companionship. You are living separately, and more wants shall be met. More wants shall be met. I'm telling you, you don't have to even tell him today is my birthday. He will remember. He will remember. You are more like, you see, let me paint the picture like this. Maybe you guys will get it. Let me paint it like this. Maybe you'll get it. A lot of women, wives will come to me and say, oh, my husband is so good with his side chick. He's so good with his side chick. Your husband is good with his side chick. They say, yeah, my husband is so good with his side chick. Oh, really? Yeah. He remembers her birthday. He will remember to buy gifts. He will remember to sing a song for her. He will remember to go there and visit. Do you know why? He doesn't live with her. There is a separation that makes him to always long for her. She has not disrespected him yet. So because of that gap, they don't live together. So there is no see finish inside of that relationship. So this man will always be, his mind will be there. He'll remember. When they go to the side chick, they do well. They are very, very loyal. They are very, very, they're funny when they go there. At the same time, they are faithful. So the needs and the wants and the needs shall be actually provided for. Your birthday will be remembered. Vacation will be there because he will long to want to see you, hang out with you. And then you guys go and do many things together. Freedom of expression, like I said, that's going to be, communication will be sweet. You have the freedom to communicate. All right? There will be less pressure. No pressure on both sides at all. There will be great appreciation on both sides. Your wife will appreciate, that companion will appreciate the other companion. There will be a lot of appreciation going on in the middle of this whole thing. Seriously. So a lot of people who are afraid, I have a lot more to tell you, and I have I have the benefit, and I have the what do you call that one? The danger associated with it. I have it, and I'm going to break it down to you guys. Dr. Shola, please, my question is this: companionship, do you advise ladies to start having kids for them that don't have before and want to build a family? Don't understand. Please, my question in this companionship, do you advise ladies to start having kids for them that don't have before and want to build a family? Now, you don't just have kids for somebody without communicating it. It's part of what you put on the table from the first day. You're married spiritually because there is a spiritual connection the moment there is a sexual relationship. And the guy may say, well, I want kids. I want kids. I'll say, okay. So once you want kids, then there must be a different level of understanding. A different level of understanding. Don't forget, once you are going into having children, if you end up having kids, and this guy refuses to take care of the kids, all right, it's going to be on you. So a different level of understanding, a different level of commitment must be in this whole setting. Okay? There's a different law, a different rule, for that one, which is not bad, because the guy will get you pregnant, you're going to be pregnant, you're going to have the baby. He must be willing and ready to take control and help, either because you cannot go to work like you used to. The bills must be paid because now your son or your daughter will be living here. And then the feeding, we have to talk about the feeding. We have to talk about the school fees and all kinds of stuff like that and everything. And your son, we're going to share custody. He's going to stay with you for a while, stay with me for a while, stay with you for a while, stay with me for a while, so that all of us can be free. I don't want to be the only one now taking care of a kid while you are free to live your life. So it has to be on the table. It has to be on the table. You see, companionship is very, very easy. Once it's between the people who are divorced, they already have their kids already, and they just want a kind of relationship just to have companionship. Once it's about someone without children, it's going to get a little difficult more and more and more. Okay? It's going to get a little difficult more and more and more. So in this kind of case, it's a different level. If you go into that kind of stuff and the guy decides to just come out shock, it's going to be on you. Unless you already had the mind, I don't want to get married, but I want to have a child. So you already have that plan that you don't want to get married, but you want to have a child, but you want to know the father of your child. And then you will not put any responsibility on him. So there will be an agreement that, listen, this companionship is good. I like it. I love the way we are communicating. I love the way we are doing our stuff and everything. I want to have a child, but this child will never be your burden. I will take care of that child myself. All right? All I want is for the child to know the father. And you can be there and you don't have to be there. But it will be good for you to be there just as a person, not financially, not emotionally, not anything. You don't have to worry about it. I'll take care of my son myself. I just don't want to go to spam bank to go and buy spam of somebody I don't know. So I want to know the father of my child. So if you are going to do me that favor, and I'm ready to actually sign a document to that effect, that I'm not going to put anything on you whatsoever. And if the guy now decides to say, okay, no, we're going to have the kid is going to be in your custody, but I will still do father kind of responsibility. I'll give money if I can. When I have, I'll do so. And I give time when I have it. because we are in this companionship together. But at the back of your mind, you know that it's not going to be his responsibility. Whatever it is that he's doing, he's only doing it because of the love for you. Because of the love for you. So companionship is very, very good for people who are divorced. They already have their kids and stuff. You know, they have kids and stuff. It's always very easy. And then we go. And we're no longer having kids. We don't want kids anymore. The kids are grown and all kinds of stuff. There's no competition between our children. You're not competing with any baby mama somewhere. No, you live in your house. I live in my house. Take care of your child support. You take care of your child support yourself. All right. I'll collect my own child support from my side. And everybody who's going to be fine. You'll be fine. I'll be fine. Your child support is not going to be coming from my own salary. Okay. So once I'm taking mine, I'll use it for my kid. Once you're paying it to that other lady, whatever you do, that's fine. But we just want to live our lives together as companions and then be faithful to each other. Just be faithful. As a woman knows... No, not taking corner, no. No responsibility. What kind of responsibility do you want a man to be over your life? What responsibility? You can't force anybody to actually carry any responsibility on you. You can't force nobody. You can be married all you want. You can't force anybody to actually carry any responsibility. I think you're just coming in new. You didn't listen to the beginning of my broadcast. You as a woman should be enough for yourself. You don't wait for a man to do anything for you. Don't wait for a man to come and do something for your life. Whatever a man is doing, let him do it because he wants to do it. It's going to be a plus. Go and get a job. Go get a trade. Look for a business to do. Be able to actually buy yourself a Range Rover. Buy yourself a Range Rover. Buy yourself a house. Pay for the mortgage by yourself with your own salary. Don't be expecting a man to come and take responsibility over your life. Which responsibility? Are you taking responsibility over a man's life? Now, people must understand this. We cannot force anybody into marriage. If they are not willing to be there, they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there. Those ones who want to be married, let them be married and understand that it takes a lot of work. Are you ready for the work? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you ready for the work? Are you ready for the sacrifice? Yes or no? Now, the issue here is that, eventually when you're old, all you're going to be doing is just companionship too in marriage. It's all about us now being together and stuff, but you never know. You see, you can run companionship for probably like 4, 5 years, 6 years. And then you end up saying, you know what? I think this is a waste of my life and a waste of my time. I love you, you love me. Say, yes, we've been able to learn to love each other outside. Why don't we just get married and stay together? And then I can save myself of paying this mortgage. You can save yourself of paying that mortgage. We can actually sell the 2 houses and go buy a smaller house. And buy a smaller house and we move into it. And the 2 of us will just grow old together. At the age of 60, 65, let's just do that. And then you see. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Let me read the comment of this AMD. Every woman needs to be loved, provided and cared for by the man she's with. Madam, love yourself. It's what they call self-love. Now, there are so many people who are not married. They love themselves. Don't be expecting somebody to love you, love you, love you. Love yourself. Provide for yourself. Care for yourself. All right? Once you are able to do that for yourself, then you are now expecting a man will now do the same to you. All right? Don't be expecting it from a man to be the one to care for you, provide for you, and love you and stuff. Love yourself. They call it self-love. I don't need anybody to love me as I am. No, I don't need nobody to love me. I don't need anybody to care for me or provide for me. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. That's what my wife is doing too. That's what my wife is doing. What do you mean? That's what my wife is doing. He said love is action. Make that action happen on your own life. Love your own self and make that action happen on your life. Okay, do the action by yourself. You see, when you love yourself, you pamper yourself, you take yourself out for manicure, pedicure, you love yourself. When you love yourself, you buy yourself a Range Rover. All right. When you love yourself, you buy yourself a house. Do it yourself. Be that person out doing the action. All right. Oh my goodness. Love yourself and provide for yourself. That's it. You see that mindset of a man providing for you, leave it alone. We leave it alone. Whatever it is that the man is doing, he's going to first of all love himself too, and then you love you. Eventually, when you love yourself, the ability to love somebody else is in the ability to love yourself. You cannot give love if you don't love yourself. So once you are able to love yourself, you give the love, then you get the love back. Sir, if you cook for yourself as a married man, does that make you a houseboy? No, that's what you should be doing. You've been doing it before. When you love yourself, you will not bother about validation from any man. Thank you. Women think since they are out children, they are married, they own them, are responsible. No. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's self-love. Is you love yourself. AMDM. Love yourself. Go love yourself. Forget about a man loving you. Love yourself. The world is changing. The definition of marriage is different now. I love myself, provide myself, buy myself house and brand new car. It's all about myself. Tolu, God bless you. Tolu, God, but maybe you should be a mentor of AMD. AMD should need come and learn from you. You see what I'm saying? Go and change that mindset. That mindset is not working again. And that's where the pressure comes from. That pressure comes from that. He's not providing for me. How much do you give me in a month? Do you give me pocket money? Oh, how about the home care? You didn't give me nothing. And then you start crying and shout, go get it yourself. Go get it done yourself. A lot of women are getting it themselves. They become nurses and IT people. Go become something yourself and do it. And once you're able to do it, you see your husband in action. A man doesn't want a liability. Men, we don't want liability. We want someone that is doing something. Do something. And that was why we made the mistake of asking questions. It's a mistake people make. What do you bring on the table? It's a selfish, stupid question. You should be the table. Don't come and put anything on my table. Bring your own table when you're coming. I have my table. This is my own table here. All right? So bring your own table. Your table. Bring it. All right, let's see what is on the table you are bringing. That's what it is. Don't bring anything to my own table. You bring your own table here. And this lack of table is what is the problem now. So you are coming to share my own table. Now you are giving me pressure. Once you bring your own table into it, we both recognize it and we both respect each other. We both respect each other. When you bring your own table, bring your table and put it there. I'll bring my table and put it over here. All right, good. We now have tables. In our home, you have a table and I have a table. And then the Bible says, I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. Let God now prepare our tables. Will give us respect. There's going to be mutual respect. It's not going to be somebody is actually now, putting pressure on another person. Or somebody is depending on another person. How about if that husband should die? Who will still be loving you? If that husband should die, who will be loving you? Who will be providing and caring for you? Who will be providing for you? No, don't just tell me who. Tell me who. Who will be providing for you? Who will be providing for you? You got to do it yourself so that you won't be surprised later down the road. Bring your table. Bring your own table to my house. Do you have a table? Yes, I do. What is on your table? That's the question I'm going to ask. It's not on my... Don't bring it to my table. What is on your table? On your own table, just tell me what is on it and bring it. All right? When are you bringing your table? I'll bring it next year. All right, that's good. I'm still trying to decorate my table. All right, I'll wait for you. Decorate your table, bring something, and then carry the table and come. So the two of us, we have tables here. I have my own table, you have your own table. And then you can come and eat a little bit of my own food. I eat a little bit of your own food. All right? So it's companionship, it's partnership. We are together, but the weight is not on one person. The weight is not on one person. And that's the way it is. You love me. You provide for me. The wine. The wine. Why no woman? What are you talking, no woman? These are women talking here. Why is this woman saying this, no woman? Say it to yourself. Say yourself. These are women here talking. These are women talking here. Hello? Are you not, Tolu, are you not a woman? Tolu Deba Fegba. Are you not a woman that just said something right now? Please help me. Are you a man? Tolu, are you a man that you said, I love myself, I provided for myself, buy myself a house, I bought myself a brand new car? Are you not a woman? And over here, can't I see all these women here, talking here? This is Amy here, this is Oluwaremi Leku here. They are all women here. What do you think of no woman? She's an African lady. Oh, she's an African lady. I'm a full-fledged woman. Saki is one of them. Saki Bola is one of them, waiting for someone to provide for their needs. You go date there forever. You go date there stay. These are women here. This is a full-fledged women. Not all women. Not all women is thinking like that. Not all women is thinking like that. Sorry, madam. You are the one thinking like that with Shaki. You and Shaki are thinking like that. It's not all women that are thinking like that. Sorry. Women of today, they have upgraded. Women of today, they have upgraded. And the way you control and then make your marriage to work well is by you being a go-getter and develop something. This is Olubu Salah. She's a woman. I know her very well. I've seen her many times. She's a woman. She's enough for herself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is saying Bible here. Let us read Bible here. He said, in as much I understand your point, but God said, I will give you a helper. When God gave Adam, okay, he gave you helper. Helper as in what level? Is it financial helper or emotional or sexual or spiritual? What kind of helper is that? Mr. That actually asked that question. What kind of helper is that? Do you know as we start building life, I start developing and growing, it gets to a time whereby we start understanding Bible better than before, and more than how they were doing it. We started understanding. Somebody said leave it at that below. We started understanding it better than that. Okay. Now, you will find out something that in Islam, which is actually very close to Judaism. Islamic religion is very close to Judaism. All right, Christianity is different. It's totally different. Islamic religion is very, very close to Judaism. They expect their wives not to work. They expect a Muslim wife not to work. They expect the husband to provide for her 100%. 100%. That's what they expect. And now it's based on the culture of those ones. You know, like I said, if you are there, I don't know, maybe you are still there. God did not give us an idea of what wedding should look like. God never gave us an idea of what wedding should look like. He did not say, Adam and Eve, stand here. Eve, stand here. Adam, did you take this as your wedded wife, husband, or did you take this or what? No. He never did that. He never set up an altar between them. And that's actually the template of actually marriage that we always talk about. You see, the wedding of the Cana of Galilee that we talk about is based on tradition of the people in that town. For them to have traditional marriage. And likewise, in our own culture in Yoruba land, we have traditional marriage too. And likewise, in Igbo language, in Igbo culture, they have traditional marriage too. All right? They all do. They all do. So you cannot put that and say, okay, that's the template. That's the way God wants it. Sorry. It's not. Now, when you get married, in the olden days, hello, Mr. The question asker. In the olden days, our fathers would get married to 2, 3, 4, 5 wives to help them on the farm, Their own interpretation of help is, let me marry 20 wives so they can help me in the farm. Okay, let them help me in the farm and let them grow crops for me and then build this whole empire for us to be good. All right. So we now came into, oh yeah, it is supposed to be one man, one wife. Who is changing this? Who is changing the whole thing? Is it God that is changing the whole thing? Or who exactly is changing the whole thing? Islamic religion is giving people opportunity to marry many wives. Okay? In Judaism also, they marry multiple wives. All right? Now we now say, oh, it's one wife, because Adam and Eve were only created Adam and Eve, one man, one woman. And then Paul now said, if you want to be a bishop, you should be a man of one wife. All right? Why is he bringing that one wife up again? Which means that people are already marrying multiple wives. That's why he's bringing it up, that people who want to be a bishop should be a man of one wife, because one wife, one problem, so you can focus on the ministry. Or remain single and don't be married at all, and just be there as a single brother to work in the ministry. They call them eunuchs. A lot of them, they actually convert themselves to eunuch. They don't have sex with anybody. They focus on the ministry, and that's what they do. All right? Now, when you now come into marriage and you're now talking about it is not good for a man to be alone. Alone means that you must not be without companionship. You live your life by yourself, alone by yourself. You have friends all around you. You were not married at that time, you didn't die. You were getting companionship from your girlfriends, from your roommates and everything. That was what you were getting companionship for. You understand? So that's the companionship part of it, is for you not to live alone. All right, not to be alone by yourself. You must have someone that will be a companion to you. What way? How should you do it? How should you do it? Oh, you have to go and get married in the court. Bible didn't say that. Even though Bible says something that you have to give your wife a divorce certificate, divorce license. That means you must have married her legally. And he was talking to people in Judaism. He wasn't talking to Christians. He wasn't talking to Christians. Yeah. All right. So once you now come in there, how should I marry her? Oh, let me marry her like Adam and Eve did. What did they do? God brought her, and I was there present, and God said, "This is the woman I brought to you." And then I'm the one that said, "This is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. I will call her woman." And then after we have committed the sin, He casted us out of the Garden of Eden. Then we had sex, and that was when the Bible said Adam knew his wife. He knew his wife. He became a wife when he knew the wife, and that was it. And at the end of the day, now they're having kids. Nothing like ceremony, nothing like birthday, nothing like nothing. They record that. Okay? There wasn't any white wedding whatsoever. So the helpmate that is there is meeting needs. Is helpmate in a kind of a emotional support, once in a while. Emotional support is a part of advice. It's a form of standing by each other. All right? In those days, they don't have money. They always go to the farm. They do trade by barter. They do all kinds of stuff. The man was responsible, but the wife wasn't working. Islamic wife, in those days, they don't allow them to work. And that's what gave back to this Sharia thing, or whatever they call that stuff, the Boko Haram, whatever, that women are not supposed to be educated. They're supposed to be left in the kitchen and then stay there. Our own time, why did we allow our women to go to school? Oh, we must have broken the law of God. Is that what it right? Is it right? Oh, we have broken the law of God. Women are not supposed to be educated. They're supposed to be help meet. Just sit down somewhere there and be helping me to meet. No. Jesus Christ said to the disciples, there's so many things I want to tell you. It's going to happen later down the road. You don't understand it. Majority of us just stick to Bible. We just read. But one thing about the Bible is just a book of record. God is still moving. God is still speaking. And He's changing things around every day. But you are so blind to the move of God. The Bible said the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. Giveth life. Once you dwell on letter, you will miss it. But the Spirit giveth life. So God is still doing things. All this airplane you're seeing, that's the hand of God. That's the Holy Spirit. The computer, internet, this is Holy Spirit. This is the work of God. The table, Holy Spirit, work of God. My shirt, Holy Spirit. Tommy, LV, work of God. Holy Spirit. And that's why the devil is not creating nothing. Nothing. He's only looking for ways to destroy what God is doing. He said, there are so many things I want to tell you. If I tell you, you will not understand. But when that spirit of truth shall come, he shall show you great and mighty things and teach you great and mighty things also. And he said, greater things you shall do, much more than I've done. We're doing great things now. We're doing greater things. Jesus Christ did not talk on the internet. I'm talking on the internet. That's greater than what he did when he was on earth. Greater than what Jesus did when he was on earth. He didn't talk on the internet. I'm talking on the internet here. All right? So he told us this stuff. Everything is all there. You see, marriage has got nothing to do with your making heaven. Marriage is just to elongate your life on earth. And how should you do it? We can decide to design it, modify it, adjust it to suit everything that is happening, but we still, at the back of our mind, making sure we are pleasing God in the whole thing. It doesn't matter how you dress up. You can decide to wear white, in as much that is pleasing God, is good. You can decide to wear red, in as much as is pleasing God, is fine. You can decide to eat anything. To eat anything. In as much that is pleasing God, is good. At the back of your mind, the only thing that must be there is, this thing that I'm doing, is it pleasing God or not? Or not? That's it. That's the most important part of it. There's nothing more to that. Nothing more. Don't let anybody be tying you down with laws. It took us away from the law. It took us away from it. Thou shalt not is not for Christians. Thou shalt not is not for Christians. All these 10 commandments is not for Christians. I bet you don't know. I bet you've never heard about it before. 10 commandments is not for Christians. Go and read the Bible very well. You will understand it's not for Christians. The 10 commandments is not. It's only 2 commandments. Just 2 commandments. Love God and love your fellow brothers. That's all. That's all you got to do in Christianity. In Judaism, thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not. That's Judaism, not for Christians. Go study the Bible very well. You don't know Bible at all. You don't know Bible at all. You don't know it. You don't know it. That's what matters, yes, Uyenika. You don't know Bible at all. They are not teaching you the right thing. They're not. They're not. And maybe they don't. They say they don't know. And you see that Abel Damina is coming up right now talking about this whole stuff, but you still refuse to listen. You think the guy is destroying the church. He's not destroying the church. He's teaching the right message for the church. The right message for the church, that's what he's teaching. All of these, what all these our babas are teaching is jargons and nonsense. Jargons and nonsense that they're teaching us. I've decided not to talk about pastors anymore. I'll leave it alone. But Abel Damina is doing the right things, teaching the message of Christ himself. The message of Christ himself, that's what he's doing. And if you like, you follow it. If you don't like, keep on being in religion. You're not supposed to be a religious person. You're supposed to be a Christian. It's a way of life. It's your life. How are you? You see, when you protect life, preserve life, you're a Christian. But somebody is dying in marriage, and the person is saying, I want to divorce my husband, and you're quoting scripture, thou shalt not divorce your husband. Go ahead, divorce. You're not even thinking about the life of the person that you're actually talking to. A very wicked person. That's not Christianity. That's nonsense. That's jargons there. That's jargons. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. So you see, women, stop expecting anything from men. Stop expecting. Once you stop expecting it, you're going to get a lot of things from men. Don't see it as, oh, that's part of my his responsibility over my life. Don't see it. Don't see it. Go work very hard. Go back to school if you must to go to school. Get a job if you must to get a job. Work very hard to make money. Go and get a carpenter to create your table for you. Find a carpenter to create your table for you. I'm telling you, it's the truth. Get a carpenter to create your table for you. Once you have a table, there will be no disrespect again. No, no disrespect for you. Without a table, there will be disrespect. And that was what I always say. Don't throw your own vision away and be living the life of a man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't throw your life away and be living the life of a man. And that's what majority of you guys are doing. Once you get into marriage, you just be living the life of the man. And the man is irritated. It's irritated. This is not what I want to get married to. I want to get married to someone that is with brain, who could get things done. I want to marry someone that could challenge me. This one is just sitting down there, just chopping, nothing. Nothing for her head. She can't even make anything happen. Always expecting me to give. If I forget birthday, there'll be problem. I forget anniversary, there'll be problem. Remember birthday, there is problem. Take it. Love me. I don't understand all this stuff. Men will tell you I love you today. They are not expecting themselves to tell you again tomorrow. Women want them to tell me again. Hey, you said it yesterday. You tell me again. Men of the day don't get time. They don't get time for all that kind of mambo jumbo stuff. They don't get time. And that's why you're seeing all this divorce coming up, right, left, and center. So very funny. People are getting divorced for every reason. Every reason they get divorced. Any little thing like this, I divorce you. Any little thing like this, I divorce you. And they're divorcing themselves all right, left, and center. And some people are so smart, they get divorced, and then they activate companionship, and the man will move out, and the lady is keeping in the house, and they're still living fine. They're living fine. Think about it. And these guys, because there are some of you that are one way directional. I am not saying marriage is not good. I'm not saying people shouldn't get married. All right? I'm only talking to the divorced people who wants to go into marriage, but they're scared of going into marriage. And they're scared. Hello?
Yes, you're speaking.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back?
Yeah. Is there a better time I can try?
Maybe in the next 1 hour.
Okay, I'll try that.
So, for them who are scared, they don't want to go into marriage again, they're scared of it, go into companionship, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. If you're young, you have never tasted marriage before, please go find the right person to taste marriage with. Find the right person to be married with, and make sure that the marriage works. Make sure you work it and stay in it. Don't make mistake of just marrying anybody. Don't plan for failure from the beginning. Take your time. And if you want to go into companionship also, you can start with companionship and then you now flow into the marriage right there. Shikeno. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a beautiful day. I really appreciate you guys and I love you guys. Yeah. And if you want to take my class, the account payable class, feel free to reach out to me. A new class about to start. My guys are getting jobs. And if you want to work, it's just only 1 week class. I can finish it in 1 hour with you if you're very knowledgeable. All right. It's very, very simple job. You can pay you between $25 an hour to $30 an hour. Reach out to me. I'll take your class and we'll deal with it. The registration is $600 if you want it. And most of my guys are getting jobs now. So peace. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.